my dear children. Hope you all are fine. Today we are discussing the following topics. The first one is crops for Europe. The second one is why the demand for Indian indigo. The third one is Britain turns to India. The fourth one is how was indigo cultivated. The fifth one is the problem with NAG cultivation. The sixth one is indigo on the land of rights. The last one is the Blue Rebellion and after. So dear children, keep watching the video carefully. The first topic is crops for Europe. The East India Company introduced many land revenue system and forced cultivators to grow opium, tea, sugarcane, jute, rice, cotton, wheat and indigo for export to Europe. Indigo cultivation was the most popular due to its high demand in European markets during the British rule. So, the British persuaded or forced cultivators in various parts of India to produce other commercial crops. So, dear children, please underline the line that is jute in Bengal, tea in Assam, sugarcane in the United Provinces, now in Uttar Pradesh, wheat in Punjab, cotton in Maharashtra and Punjab, rice in Madras. The British used a variety of methods for increasing cultivation of crops that they needed. So the Britishers used a variety of techniques by increasing cultivation. One such crop was indigo. Because indigo was great worldwide demand in European nation. The next topic is, does color have a history? Before that, all should take your textbook, page number 30. Figure 5 and 6 are two images of cotton print. The first figure, that is figure 5, shows a Kalankari print created by weavers of Andhra Pradesh in India. The second one, that is figure 6, on the right is a floral cotton print designed and produced by William Morris, a famous poet and artist of 19th century Britain. The blue rich color was produced from a plant called indigo. The blue dye used in the Morris print in the 19th century Britain was manufactured from indigo plants cultivated in India. The next topic is why the demand for Indian indigo. By the 13th century, Indian indigo was being used by cloth manufacturers in Italy, France and Britain to dye cloth. But the price of indigo was very high. European cloth manufacturers therefore had to depend on another plant called woad to make violet and blue dyes which were pale and dull. Therefore, cloth dyers, however, preferred indigo as a dye. The French began cultivating indigo in Saint Dominic in the Caribbean island, the Portuguese in Brazil, the English in Jamaica, and the Spanish in Venezuela. Between 1783 and 1789, the production of indigo in the world fell by half. Cloth dyers in Britain started looking for new sources of indigo supply. The next topic is Britain turns to India. By the end of the 18th century, Bengal indigo came to dominate the world market. Why the Bengal indigo became great demand? Okay, with the Nawabs of Bengal under British power, indigo planting became more and more commercially profitable because of the demand for blue dye in Europe. Attracted by the prospect of high profit, numerous Scotsmen and Englishmen came to India and became indigo planters. Those who had no money to produce indigo could get a loan from the company. So the British East India Company given a loan to planting indigo. So a large number of Scottishmen, Englishmen came to India, and after they became a big planters. The next topic is how was indigo cultivated? There were two main systems of indigo cultivation. Dear children, please note the point. There are two main systems of indigo cultivation. The first one is NAG and writing. With the system of NAG cultivation, the planter produced indigo in lands that he directly controlled. He either bought the land or rented it from other zamindars and produced indigo by directly employing hired laborers. The next topic is NAG cultivation and problems. Under NAG cultivation, otherwise known as indigo cultivation, the planters found it difficult to expand the area. Indigo could only be cultivated on fertile land. Please underline this line. Indigo could only be cultivated on fertile land. Planters attempted to lease land around the indigo factory and evict the peasant from the area. NAG cultivation on a large scale also required many plows and bullocks. Till the late 19th century, planters were therefore reluctant to expand the area under NAG cultivation. The next topic is the Blue Rebellion and after. Before that, we must know about what are the major causes of the Indigo Rebellion or a revolt. The first point is indigo cultivation started in Bengal in 1777. Underline, indigo cultivation started in Bengal in 1777. Indigo was high demand worldwide. European planters enjoyed a monopoly over indigo and they forced Indian farmers to grow indigo by signing fraudulent means cheating, deals with them. The cultivators were forced to grow indigo in place of food crops. Then next we must know about how the Blue Rebellion started in Bengal. What's the reason behind? Blue Rebellion was a peasant uprising of indigo farmers against indigo plantation. It started in March 1859 in Bengal. So that is Blue Rebellion first started in Bengal in 1859. Planters seized their properties, demanded high interest of loans, which left farmers indebted for life. Thus, the Blue Rebellion started in Bengal. So these are the main reasons the Blue Rebellion started in Bengal.
The Indigo Rebellion, 1859 to 1860. Indigo is a tropical plant which produces a blue dye that is used to color textiles. There was a huge demand of indigo in places like Manchester in the British textile factories. Woad produces pale and dull color, while the indigo produces a rich blue color. This is why the cloth dyers preferred indigo as a dye. At the end of 18th century, the demand for Indian indigo was raised very high. The production of indigo in the world between 1783 and 1789 fell by half. British turned to India for its supply. Indigo cultivation, niche and Rayoti. Niche system. According to the niche system, indigo was grown in plantations owned by rich planters. The crop was cultivated by laborers. Rayoti system. In this system, planters forced cultivators to take loans from them in return for growing indigo on their lands. In India, mostly indigo was grown through this system. Peasants usually had no choice. They were forced to grow indigo. After growing indigo for a few years, the crop left the land barren and unusual for growing other food crops. The peasants were unable to repay their loans and were always stuck under debt. Causes for Indigo Rebellion. Indigo Rebellion of Bengal from 1859 to 1860 was the most violent uprisings of the peasants. Intellectual class supported the peasants. Dinabandhu Mitra wrote about the Indigo Rebellion in his famous play Neel Darpan. Finally, the Indigo Commission was appointed by the British. The organized leadership and the coordination of the resistance contributed to the success of the rebellion. Mahatma Gandhi's visit to Champaran in 1917 helped the struggle of the indigo farmers in the area to the attention of the nation.